What's up? You're watching Girl Talk Unplugged. I'm Malaysia.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, DJ Dez.
Hey, y'all, it's me, Bella, and I'm here with a special guest, Mike Free.
What up, y'all?
Joining
Joining with a cheers.
Oh, we gotta join in with a cheers.
It only counts if you look each other in the eyes.
I was looking down like, damn, I'm not trying to drink this.
My Italian homies told me that. They was like, it only counts if you gotta look each other in the eye when you cheers. For sure, yeah.
Cool.
Des, look at me.
Okay.
I feel that shit, because you're not drinking for real, you
Yes,
fucking
I am.
scammer.
Don't put me on like that.
How y'all doing, though? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Cool, man. I'm great. You know, I'm happy to be in the city right now, you know.
We happy to have you, shit. Hey.
First of all, your resume is crazy.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
From everyone from Tyga, Ty Dolla $ign, ASAP Ferg, Future, J305, E40, late and great Nipsey Hussle. The list goes on.
Can you give us like a little background for everyone who don't know you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I produce. I used to work with DJ Mustard. We did a lot of records from Rack City to I Don't Fuck With You to... Wait, can I say it? Can I cuss?
Yeah.
All right, cool. To I Don't Fuck With You.
Zone.
We did No Mediocre. And then, you know, of course, I did my own stuff. I did that Rich the Kid with Future, No Question. That OT Genesis Bay, that's out right now. I did that. So, you know, like... We out here working, and I'm doing my artist stuff, too, as well, so...
Okay,
and you are young and striving.
Drop that. You said what?
You are young and striving, because you did this in your early 20s. You even dropped out of college when you were doing 2 Chainz.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I dropped out. Well, first I made Rack City in college, and then I went back another year, because, you know, it was just the first song. I thought it was literally just, like, an accident. Like, I was just messing around, and I just made a beat, and it just so happened to be on the radio and everywhere. Mm-hmm. So I went back to school the next year, then I did I'm Different, and I was like, okay, it's not an accident. It's actually worth it. So I ended up leaving school because I had to, you know, get on my business tip and do all that stuff. So
I'm just curious. 1, what school were you going to? 2, did your classmates know?
Oh, yeah. I went to Hampton University in Virginia. It was an HBCU. And, yeah, all my friends knew because I was a DJ on campus. So, I was DJing all the parties and stuff on campus for the most part. And, yeah, they all knew. So
that's tight.
What were you in school for?
I was in school actually originally for, I went for business, and then I was like, man, like, going to school, like, there was not one business class until you get into, like, your later years.
Right.
So I was like, man, after this, I'm about to just, like, go and do English randomly. Like, I was just like, I made it in English because I like writing.
Teacher?
No, I wanted to be a writer, actually. I wanted to be, like, a journalist or, like just write articles and write stories and things like that, so.
Do you think that'll ever circle back to that?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on a script right now. A couple scripts, a couple movies and stuff. Yeah, so.
Any short films, or was it anything particular?
Actually, I'm writing like a full feature film right now. And then I'm writing like a story, like a show pilot almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so dope. Yeah, Congrats.
So that's like my spare time, my hobby stuff.
Yeah, dope.
I get this money off the music thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you produced a lot of songs with DJ Mustard.
Yeah, we did.
So how was that? Like,
oh man, it was great. He's a good dude. You know, we made a lot of money together for sure. We made a lot of hits together, and you know, like I definitely had a great experience, and it taught me a lot. It was like almost going to college in the music industry. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I spent my couple years in that, learning the industry, the ins and outs, from publishing to royalties and things like that, which is really important as far as monetizing in the music industry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a great experience working with bro.
Dope. And so we were talking about off air. This is how small the world is, and even smaller when you are in LA. To me, I think. Nessie, who is our good friend.
Hey, Nessie.
Yes, Nessie, come over here. Hey, Nessie. Were you supposed to cover up this tattoo?
A bomb ass female tattoo artist. Period. Go to her.
She's long story short. Let's explain the situation.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so who's your friend who reached out? Because I don't know him either. Your friend who like told you to come to me.
My homie Donovan told me. He literally, I don't know how he found you, but he just like.
Well, yeah, his friend hit me up a couple times.
And I was like, man, I need to get this covered, and then he was like, man, I can't cover that. I'm like, damn.
The thing is, it can be covered, just not with the roses, because I feel like I don't want it to be too much of like too extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're like, fuck, it's even worse than it was before, and now it's huge.
So what would you recommend?
Just keep it.
Yeah, like, can you like touch it up?
Why do you want to get it covered up?
Man, you know, I just felt like I just want to just grow into my own. You get what I'm saying? Like at that time, I was so team oriented. And I'm still team oriented. I just built my own team this time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, you know, but maybe you're right. Maybe I might
that could be just like,
one
of the milestones, you know?
But yeah, then also I'm trying to get that TMC flag tatted for my boy Nipsey. Rest in peace. Yeah,
Told you
like,
I got you on that.
he was a real great friend of mine, so I got to get that for sure. So yeah, let's definitely link for the tats for sure.
Not to bring the whole mood down, but where were you when you found out about Nipsey?
I was at home, and when I seen it, I was shocked. I was in my backyard chilling. I was grilling. We was making chicken, right? Yeah, I was grilling chicken in my backyard, and literally, like, I sat down, and for some reason, like, it's crazy, like, I started crying before for some reason, and I was like, damn, like, why am I crying right now? Like, I just can't help it. And then I just looked at my Twitter, and then I seen the homegirl. She was like, I'm praying for Nipsey right now. I'm like, damn, like, what's going on? And then I see everything just happen literally inch by inch. Like, they saying, oh, he got shot. Oh, he might be dead. Oh, he's dead. And I was like, man, it was just the worst. That was the worst day I had in a long time. For real, like, worst day I had in a couple years.
That shit was the weirdest vibe in LA for like a while. It's still
Definitely.
weird.
It's still kinda
Kind of
off,
weird. Like going around that, like the TMC store and stuff.
Definitely.
When you worked with him, what was name one thing? I know there's probably a lot that you learned from him while working with him.
The best thing about it is that we come from the same area. So, like, he's over there on Crenshaw and Slauson. I grew up a little bit up the street on Western and 48th. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, we over there, I'm walking to the Slauson swap meet, and I used to see him over there by the smoke shop on Victoria and Slauson. They moved it now, so on Slauson and 8th Ave, I used to see him all the time. He used to be like, Mike Free, what up, cuz? You see, I'm like, he was a really solid dude. He would see me before I seen him, and he was a celebrity. You get what I'm saying at that time. So I'm like, man, he was just a solid dude all the way, 100. He was always in this area. He didn't need no security, no nothing. And in the studio, that was some whole other stuff. It was just like being in there with a teacher. Like, he used to just teach all the time. Like, he would just be like, man, what y'all working on? And I used to just follow his whole, like, so he had a whole team, no deal at this time. You get what I'm saying? He didn't have any record deal. He had a whole team, marketer, director, creative director, you know what I'm saying? He had a producing team, which I was a part of course. He had whiteboards all over. He always had whiteboards all over the place, just planning out different things. Like, I seen the Project Crenshaw like a year before it happened, and it all happened. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The Vector 90, all that stuff before it happened. I just seen it all on his whiteboards, on his vision boards, and I was like, man, I took that as a note, so I used that definitely.
Yeah.
He's a great person.
No, he's for sure very inspirational to a lot of us. Like, that's just crazy. That's so
Gotta take a sip, bro.
I know.
Take a sip for Nip.
So I want to ask you, this is girl talk. Mm-hmm. I'm going to switch the vibe back again.
Oh, yeah, so it's going to get a little crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Before I get too crazy, so we started this new thing on Girl Talk. This is going to be our second one. It's called #AskGirlTalk Unplugged. So if you guys out there have any questions, need some advice, please DM us, email us. We got you. This one comes from, and I think she wants to remain anonymous again. Hi, girls. What is the right way to tell somebody that they have body odor? Is there a right way? Have you dealing with a lot of artists that come through you work with?
Because, you know, niggas be coming in the studio, they be staying for days and shit. Like, go the fuck home and take a shower, nigga. You trying to make a fucking song.
Have you ever dealt with or worked with some people that do not put on deodorant?
I don't really know. Like,
you ever got too close to someone and then like,
fuck with clean.
Well, no, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm so, like, keen on personal space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody, like, if we're not, like, intimate or anything like that, then I'll keep my space. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe 2 feet, 3 feet. So it's not, I never really just go, you feel me?
Right.
But, like,
so you never.
I mean, in school, in high school and stuff like that, and high school, in middle school and things like that, kids are cruel, so we'll just come out straight out. Especially in LA, we'll just come in straight out and be like, bro, you stink, or girl, you stink. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Like, but that's nothing recently, you know, when you, like, have someone, or, like, no?
No, not, I don't recall. I mean, I don't recall that.
Okay. Well,
so what
would your advice?
In that situation?
Nowadays.
I would definitely, you know, I'll pull them to
them?
the side. I'll be like, hey, bro, like, you know, like.
What if it's a female? What if it's a girl?
I mean, if it's a female, I would actually do the same thing. I'm like, hey, sis, you know, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but, you know, it's kind of smelling a little funky over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it.
Wait, she gonna be mad as fuck. back. So what are you trying to say?
But they'll still be mad. That's what I'm
like
saying.
Either way you go about, I feel like people gonna feel mad because they're embarrassed, not because it's like you're wrong for telling the truth. Have you ever had sex in that situation where you just is like dealing with some bitch who just didn't have her personal hygiene up to par?
No, I don't recall any situations, except for college one time. Yeah, like, but other than that, no, I don't really.
What happened in that college one time?
Oh man, it caught me off guard. I never knew that. Like, I was
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it caught me off guard. I was definitely caught way off guard in that moment. I was
so
like,
did you
whoa.
still smash?
For a second.
Yes.
And then that's the thing. That was what happened. That's what happened. Like, I was like, it happened, and then I was like, oh, okay, wow. All right, I need to reverse and let me get up out of here.
So no, that answer is no. You didn't end up smashing.
I said yeah, but that's how I figured it out. That's how I figured out the odor. You get what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like.
You was in there. You was like, oh.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. But other than that, though, no, like I was. No, don't happen to me. I choose wisely.
Right.
Yeah, so what are like 3 turn-ons you have for like girls then? It sounds like you don't.
I love brains, conversation, and booty.
Niggas weakness.
It doesn't even have to be big asses. It just needs to be nice.
Like
you
a
know
nice,
like
a nice butt.
Like a nice curve. You know what I'm saying?
So you into
like,
fake
show that you
booties?
eating. I've conversed with a couple females with fake butts, but you know, I'm not knocking any personal growth. Like, I feel like I love when women choose to enhance themselves if they want to be happy. Like, I'm not mad at any of that. So.
Yeah. So I guess, girl, what is the right way to tell someone their body odor is off? There's no really right way to say it without
just
offending them. You just gotta say it.
You just don't have to offend them, and they gonna get the point. Bet you
the
they're not gonna
day,
come back dirty. I bet you they gonna think twice before they come
That's
back.
what I'm saying. Exactly, because like it'll be somebody that the next person, and they'll feel more mad at you for not being honest with them that first time. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if it's a friendly thing or intimate thing, you gotta just tell your homies or tell your girl or tell your whatever.
Yeah,
like,
you just gotta be,
you
gotta be real.
Man, get it right.
Be a real one and say the truth.
So some more girl talk questions.
Let's go.
For you, what's the best thing a girl could do to you in bed?
Huh?
Like, what's the best thing? What's your turn on in bed? Like, what's your turn on?
Like,
I like when my back gets rubbed. My girl, she do that. She rub my back. You feel me? I need that in the morning when I wake up. Like, just rub my back in the morning. I had a long day, long night at the studio.
Yeah.
Just want to get my back rubbed. Yeah. That's it. Like, just a back rub while I'm watching my show, ESPN, Sports Center. No.
I like a nice back rub too.
That's good.
I do like massage. I could do massage. Like, rub my feet, nigga.
Like, massaging comes into play. I don't know. Like, I think that's like. Maybe not, but I think it comes with connection, too. Like, it's like, oh, you really care about me because you taking the time to rub my back. Like, you rubbing all over me. Like,
intimate.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm with that, too.
Yeah. Are you more of a one-night stand type of guy, or are you more of a, like, I need to get to know you type vibe? Or have you had any crazy one-night stand things?
Oh, yeah. When you in the club drunk, like, you feel me? That happens, man. Especially, like, in this age with the internet and all that. I've had a couple one-night stands, and I'll be honest, I'd rather be with somebody that I could build with, you get what I'm saying, because the next day I feel so shitty for some reason. Like, I'll be like, man, like, I feel...
Like, I got it in, yes, but at the same
man,
time,
I was drunk as
so
hell.
you're a one-man kind of guy,
yeah, so,
one girl kind of guy.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a happy relationship.
Nice.
Yes.
Right, because niggas be lying. But having a whole female right there talking about some focus on this music shit. Like, yeah.
Oh, man, no, man, you know.
Right then.
No, that's good. You're a stand-up guy.
Have you ever used any dating apps before?
Oh, yeah, well, a couple of my friends, well, one of my good childhood friends, Jono, he works at Tinder, so he gave me so he gave me like one of them premium profiles for free. So I was like, might as well.
Okay,
how's that going for you?
I was on it. Well, I'm not on it anymore, but I still have the app because that's crazy. I need to delete it, but the thing is, like, it's free though. Like, I'm not gonna say no to free shit. Like, you get what I'm saying?
But you have to pay for Tinder.
Really, I was using. Well, I guess they have a premium one. Like, my homie, he was like, bro, here's a premium code. Like, you can have a premium profile. So I was like, cool. Like,
what's a premium do?
I guess you could see the people that like you before anything. It's weird. So like you could see like if the female swipes, I think it's swipe left if they like you or something. Or swipe. I don't know what it is, but whenever they swipe and it's a like or whatever, you could see it before you swipe on them. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
so,
that's how that works.
Yeah, because I guess the regulars like you can't see them unless you whatever. So I was using that mainly when I was traveling. Like when I would be in Atlanta or like New York or Miami and stuff like that, but like not out here. I know everybody in LA. If they see me on Tinder in LA, they're like, this nigga's crazy.
Hey, bro, what's
They're like, this dude is crazy.
So what city has the best ladies?
Oh, I love my LA women for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I love New York as well though. Like the thing about New York that I love the most is that I like how everybody's on their feet and they always moving around. They're always going to work. They're doing things. Like out here, we chill. We laid back. We got the beach. You get what I'm saying? We got beaches. Actually, we got everything. So the weather, we got cars. We got in New York, you got to get on that train. You got to do all that. So I like the hustle of the New York ladies. And then I love the cooking of the down south ladies. So it's different elements.
You got a down south shorty right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like like it's different elements that. From different areas that I appreciate about women. I appreciate all women from every area of the world. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's nice. That's how you
gotta be. Thanks for showing love to us.
So,
ladies.
but LA won.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
He showed love to you guys, but LA took the crown. The best females you ever gonna find.
Born and raised, man. You can't.
That's right. That's right.
And niggas be trying to betray us and shit. Come out here, like, don't do that.
So, if I have a question, this is really, really random, but if you had to go somewhere for a year, if you have to go overseas for a year, you get sent there, right? You could only take 3 things with you. What are you taking?
For a year? And I can't fly back at all.
You can't. Like they say, look, you got to go now, and you could only bring 3 things. What are you bringing?
I'll take my son for sure. I would take overseas. What doesn't overseas have though that I would like? I would take my laptop and probably my girl, and that's it.
Aw, those are good things.
Yeah. My laptop and my girl.
Right.
You can't replace your kid and your girl.
And my laptop. My laptop got a lot of money on it.
What do you think that, have you noticed any traits that your son has picked up from you?
Oh, actually a lot. It's crazy. Like, he definitely loves music. And it's surprising to me because I never would have thought that he would have grasped it, but literally, because I have a studio inside my house, so when he come over to my house, we just be chilling. I'll be in the studio working, and he just come in out of nowhere and just start messing around with the piano, try to get on the microphone, do things like that. So he definitely loves music. He's a good kid overall. He just wants to have fun. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's still growing, so I definitely want to see more traits come out over time. But yeah, he's a great kid for sure.
Good,
yay.
Cute. We love that too.
Dads.
Exactly.
Also, tell us what's next.
Oh, so yeah, I'm dropping some more music. The I Look Like Bay remix is coming soon. Look out for that. I'm going to tell y'all the names who's going to be on it after. I'm not going to tell y'all right now because it's on the record. But
right.
Once we get that, you know what I'm saying? But that's coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, I'm dropping more music on my artist side. More production still as well. Like, I'm working with different artists like Tyga, G-Eazy, a couple other people. So definitely more music coming soon. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, just more music, more money. Hey. Oh, well, see, that's the thing. So it's a patience game. You get what I'm saying? So of course, there's different ways of payment. You got the advances when you first make the song. You get an advance. So that could be based on your stock as a producer. So if you're a lower entry producer, you might only get maybe about $5,000 or something like that. Or if you're a high producer, then you're gonna get up in the 20s, 30s. You get what I'm saying? But that's that, and normally they pay that off rip because that's the money that's supposed to come on top. Sometimes they play around with that, but it's cool. The publishing money comes after, and that's like the back end money, which if it does good on the radio and the charts and do things like that, you get that back end money, and that looks pretty nice after a couple of years. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, though, it's have patience. Like, a lot of people be so quick to take the small money. If you was more patient, you would have got a big ass check in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So
they do be quick to take whatever they can.
Quick, they see a $500 on the table. They be, I'm taking that $500, and that's what's low key messing up the game right now. But you know, we fixing it.
Is there someone you want to work with that you haven't yet?
Beyonce.
Ooh, yes. Queen Bee. Did you see Homecoming?
Oh yeah, it was, man, that shit was fire.
Phenomenal.
I witnessed that shit in person. Ooh.
Oh, we was there. We was at Coachella. That shit
It
was
was so crazy, right?
Man,
when she came out, just like
because I went back this past year, and then like when Ariana went on, I was like, man, I'm leaving. Like I'm not. It's not even worth it. Like compared to what Beyonce
shut it down.
did. Man,
she shut it down.
I'm like, man, for sure. So yeah.
Ariana versus Queen Bee wasn't even
a Beychella. Like that.
And it's crazy though, because like the demographic. Last year Coachella versus this year was just completely different. Like
really,
last year it was all black people. I ain't even gonna lie. This year was like a mixed crowd.
Yeah.
It was so black that it was people in the front like scamming tickets and doing things like that. Like for real, this year wasn't none of that. So I was like, I know Beyonce, she bringing out the whole hive. So I definitely want to work with her for sure.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna put that out and manifest, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you another question. I do another show. I don't mean to plug it again, but it's on Dash X from 8 to 9 on Dash Radio.
Where her ass go? 8 to 9, don't forget it.
I do what's called Soundtrack to My Life, and in Soundtrack to My Life is just asking questions through song to get to know you better. Name a song that you once had on your MySpace profile.
What song did I have?
I Ain't a Simp.
What?
It's a song called I Ain't a Simp that my homie made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wow, he said, hard. Just so y'all know.
Who was in your top 8?
I only have, because I think in MySpace they made it to where you could change it to like a top 5 or top 1.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it's crazy because I've been trying to like find my password so I can change it, but it's my girlfriend from high school.
Oh no way! Could you have even logged on?
Huh? I can't. Man, I tried to log in. I can't log in.
Yeah, I don't think you can log in.
I wonder
anymore.
what's on my
I can't
MySpace.
log in.
What is my song on MySpace?
Those are the days. MySpace days.
Damn, I can't even remember MySpace shit. Damn, that was a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah. Another song. Name a song off the favorite TV show, or sorry, a theme song off the favorite TV show you watched as a kid.
As a kid, The Simpsons, for sure.
The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Mine was All That. Yeah.
All that. Oh, Kenan and Kel then.
Yeah.
Coolio, yeah.
Coolio killed that, yeah.
Right?
Oh, that was a good song with Coolio.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did one of them memes for Kanye at his Sunday service. They like used the Kenan and Kel beat while he was dancing. That shit was I gotta find the link to that. That's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. Name a song you want played at your funeral.
Someday We'll All Be Free by Donny Hathaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I heard this was trending on World Star earlier, so I want to ask you this question. If you only had 6 minutes left to live, what's the song you would choose? The last song you'd choose to listen to?
That's a cold one.
Damn, that is
hard. I know, right? It was a trending topic. We were talking about it earlier.
My Nigga by YG.
What is it?
My Nigga by YG.
Okay, you produced that one too.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's a good song. Like I love the whole concept of the record. The hook is fire. Like
that. If I'm going out, I'm gonna listen to this.
It's a friendship song, man.
How did you and YG link up?
Through Mustard. He used to DJ. Like he used to DJ all the teen parties back in like 2008. And I used to be like a roadie. I just help him carry his equipment so I get in the parties for free. You know, things like that. And,
wait,
no,
that was
talk.
a finesse. No, that was a finesse.
I just help him carry the DJ equipment so I get in the parties for free. Like,
bro, I remember that shit.
Neck braids, we was going to all that. I was getting in for all that shit for free.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm with the DJ. Like, they let your ass in for real. I remember that type of shit. I do.
Right. So YG was a part of this group called Pushes Inc. And they was like a jerking skateboarder tattoo group. You get what I'm saying? And they was cool as hell. And then there was this other group called the CCs, and they'll just be in the club. And it's called the CCs, short for City Celebs. And they'll all be in the like functions, just like battling out, doing jerk moves. Like I'm talking about niggas is really jerking, like doing that. And then YG was an artist. You get what I'm saying? So while he was rapping and putting songs out on MySpace, Mustard was over there like, yeah, he hard. Like so he got with him, and then I got with them. And then that's how we made.
That's how it happened.
Exactly. So.
Thank you, Mike, for coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
I know. Before we go, where can we find you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram _Mike Free, Twitter Mike Free _. So it's literally just
Mike Free.
Type me in on Google Mike Free, it'll pop up.
Y'all gonna know who the fuck he is.
Yes, he is one to know, man. One to know. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thanks for coming.
Cheers one more time.
Cheers one more time.
Let's do it. Girl talk.
Look at his eyes.
Girl talk.